Hey guys, it's down for good, and I saw the new Mutants in theaters, and first thing I gotta say is, Jesus, thank God that I can go to the theater again. Like, I don't want to get into any political shit or be like, oh, this shouldn't be right. You shouldn't be opening the theaters or this or that or blah blah blah. I love watching movies. And I'm just glad the theater was open. I think it was pretty professional. Like everybody was keeping their distance. The seats were very spread apart. I was in a huge theater, and there was like maybe 60 people in there. Honestly, probably less. Like there'd be two seats, like your seat and then a seat next to you. Like if you're with somebody. And then there would be like six seats spread apart, or maybe even more. Actually, I don't remember. And then there'd be someone else. So like I was not near anybody at all. So I thought it was done pretty well. But anyways, yeah. So I saw the New Mutants, and now we all know that this. I don't know if you know this, but real quick, little history. This movie was supposed to come out. I think it was like April 2018 or sometime in 2018, and it got delayed so many times. I think I've already mentioned this movie in my channel before, but like I had to see this movie to see how much of a disaster it was, and because I needed to get out of the house. I haven't been to a theater in like over half a year, and it's just making me go crazy because I'm obsessed with the movie. So, anyways, I go to see this movie, and I'm like, damn, it's good to be back, back in the theater. I sit down for the first like 10, 15 minutes. I was bored, and I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be another shitty Marvel movie. Ugh. Which usually I like Marvel movies, especially the more recent ones. But then again, those are the Disney ones. I never really liked the Fox Marvel movies, and especially the Sony Marvel movies, except for like the two Spider-Man movies. I thought Venom was trash. I think I already made that review. But anyway, so the first 15 minutes, I was like, this sucks. And then I started getting more into it, and by the end, I loved it. Like I was like, damn, this was like great. Like the first 15 minutes, I was kind of bored, and I didn't really care so much. But I thought the acting was good. Some of the accents, like the Anya Taylor-Joy character, her accent wasn't that great, but I kind of forgot about it. And like Massey Williams, of course, was amazing. The new chick, I forgot her name. Her name's like Blue. I'm saying real names, by the way, not the characters' names. But her real name's like Blue something. She was actually really good. I mean, everybody in this movie was great. And that one chick was from Predators. I forgot her name, but the movie was honestly good. Like I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Like I really enjoyed it. Like based on not thinking it was gonna be good and like thinking oh it's gonna be terrible because it kept getting delayed. But it's funny because when it started out it said 20th Century Studios. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's not Fox anymore. Like it's pretty crazy. Fox is just gone now, which is insane. Disney has become this powerhouse that can't be stopped. But anyways, yeah, for what it was, like it was actually pretty good. And I'm surprised it was PG-13. Like because I'm pretty sure you're only allowed to have one F word in a PG-13 movie, and I heard the F word like 3 times, which is good. I love that. And there was a lot of like blood, so I was kind of surprised because usually they don't let that shit slide. So I was actually pleasantly surprised. It didn't feel like a teen movie. I mean, it did kind of feel like a teen movie in a sense, but it was definitely more adult than a lot of PG-13 movies. So I really liked that because I thought, when I was watching, I thought oh, it was gonna be a shitty teen movie. They're not gonna like go crazy, not even go crazy, but they're not gonna they're gonna hold themselves back, and they didn't hold themselves back in any way. Like the whole movie was like, wow, they really stick with what they were going. There was blood, there was like violence, and it was just a great movie. It's funny because the first 10 minutes reminded me of Glass, which I hated Glass, and I was just like, oh shit, not another Glass, because they're all in the fucking room sitting in a circle talking about their feelings or whatever. But I was pleasantly surprised. The movie was great. I hope there's a sequel. I kind of doubt it because they've been trying to bury this movie, and I don't think it's gonna do well because of the virus, and I don't think many people are going to the theater. And also, I think it got bad reviews. I mean, I'm not sure because when I checked the IMDb page, it has a 6.0 right now, but that's only out of 1,000 people, so nobody's really seen it. I mean, there might be some critic reviews. I haven't checked those yet. But I don't know. I would say if you have nothing to do, it's worth the ticket price. At least for me, it was, which I rarely say that. Usually, I think movies are trash. I usually have negative opinions, but I don't know. I thought it was a great movie. I would honestly give it a 7 out of 10, maybe a high 6.8 or something. Like it wasn't amazing or anything, but it was like worth watching. I thought it was good, and I think it's worth watching in a theater because the special effects are pretty damn good, considering it seemed like a lower budget film because it was all like in one place, and also because it kept getting delayed. But yeah, it was great. Just stick it out through the end because, like I said, the first 10, 15 minutes. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I felt kind of boring for that. But other than that, it was pretty good. The only negative thing I would say is I felt like it should have. Went more in depth with the characters because it is a 98-minute film. I feel like it should have been at least 5 to 10 minutes longer of like fleshing out the characters a little bit more, adding some more scenes or something. But I mean, it makes sense. It's a Marvel. It's like a Marvel movie that they knew it wasn't going to be that big, and it kept getting delayed. So we're just like, fuck it, just put it out, make it under, under 2 hours, so we can have as many showings as possible. So we can try to get teenagers in the theater and all that stuff, which sucks, but it is what it is. It's a business. You can't really. So I'm pretty sure that the director was trying to make it R, from what I remember. I might be wrong. But yeah, I mean, I thought I had a great time. It was a good movie. I love being surprised about movies, especially when I didn't like it in the first 10 minutes, and then just flipping and changing my mind. And I was entertained the whole time, except for those first like 10, 15 minutes. And yeah, I thought it was great. And I hope there is a sequel coming soon, but I kind of doubt it. And surprisingly, there was no after credit scene, which is strange. I feel like every Marvel movie has that. But yeah, it's so weird. I'm not seeing anything about this movie at all. Like, no one's really talking about it, but like, I mean, it makes sense. I bet people think theaters and places are still closed, but yeah, it's open, at least in my area. And I live in Arizona, the dumbest fucking state in America, where the worst state, where the worst COVID fucking cases happened was here. So that goes to show, and that they still open the theater back up. But AMC didn't open back up, which is sad, because I kind of wish I watched this in IMAX. I just watched this in a regular, we have this theater called Harkins, and it's just like a regular cinema. It's not anything special. But yeah, so I mean, I thought it was a great movie. 6.9 out of 10. I would just say 7 out of 10. Entertaining, action / horror / sci-fi. There's a lot of genres in this, and I really like that. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah. Thanks for watching.